What's up, everybody? It's Bodyhead Productions with another one. Today we're continuing the Mascot Royale, stage 3 out of 5 with the top 5 mascots of the PS3, PS4 era. This video is one of 5 where we will rank the big 3 consoles' top mascots and then pit them against each other in a ranking of all of them across every system. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5, Spider-Man. Everyone's favorite neighborhood-friendly Spider-Man was the perfect chess move by Sony. Releasing this game this year, riding the Infinity War wave out, Spider-Man's sales went through the roof. With so much attention on this classic comic book character and comic book characters in general, and them receiving more love than ever, Spider-Man is in a perfect position to be a PS4 crowd favorite for years to come, PS5 included. With how well received the first game was, we're sure to have a second, and that creates the idea of a possible MGU or Marvel gaming universe. The same way they tied in all the films together, they might do that with gaming. We might see an Iron Man game, a Thor game, something like that, and then those games interact with each other, which is unprecedented, has never been done before, and the thought should excite all of us. Well, that is, as long as it stays at Spider-Man PS4 level, or else I might not feel so good, Mr. Stark. Coming in at number 5, neighborhood-friendly Spider-Man. As we make our way to the number 4 spot, we have Cole McGrath. Old Cole McGrath started his journey back in 2009, and he has been a consistent contender in this ring. As Cole, you're carrying a package through Empire City, huge explosion happens, and bam! You're in a deal with the FBI, those snakes. With that comes Cole's, static shock powers. He's basically Static Shock on steroids. And in addition to that, he does a lot of badass shit in this game. And he follows up that badass shit again in 2011 when he does even more badass stuff. So really, when you look at it, he's had multiple entries on the PlayStation 3 where he's the main character. They have infamous sequels past him and a PS4 infamous as well. So you could say he is a current PlayStation heavyweight for sure. Number 4 spot, Cole McGrath. Now, number 3 is a bit of an odd one. We have Sackboy. PlayStation diehards, this guy, this thing, he, she, it, Sackboy, whatever the hell it is, should have a special place in your heart. Because he was there during one of PlayStation's hardest trials. His lovable demeanor and presentation made him a fan favorite early on, and his own feature game, Little Big Planet, was a very unique game. The main thing is Sackboy gets clutch time Kobe points as well because he, she, it, sack thing, item really helped keep the PS3 sales afloat. Without it, there was another series we'll get to later, but Sackboy was really the main frontrunner holding them down. And he did so through creating worlds, destroying them, exploring them, all as this little Sackboy. And he was one of the biggest attractions the PlayStation 3 had to offer, especially in the early days. Gone but never forgotten, Sackboy takes our number 3 spot. Ladies and gentlemen, things are heating up. We are in the top 2 right now. And coming in at the 2nd spot, we have Zahelgast. When I first came in contact with this murderous regime, I was very young. My cousin showed me, I believe, Killzone 1. And I remember thinking these mysterious, bright, red-eyed monsters are pretty interesting. I wanted to know more about them. My next experience with these dogs of war would be Killzone 2. After a series of red rings of death on multiple Xboxes, I was done with that console and I couldn't wait to enter the Killzone battle. The reason why I mentioned my cousin showing me that game when I was younger was because I played Killzone 2 by myself years later, and it brought back a feeling, a memory, or a stimuli. I connected with my cousin over it, so it created a personal value to me. And a lot of people will only remember it for its notorious gameplay trailer that looked nothing like the real gameplay, but the graphics were still very good, and Killzone 3 looked fantastic too. But that was a very slimeball move to fake the gameplay trailer. Heads up, developers, marketers, never fake your product. Most importantly though, those red eyes will forever remind me of the PlayStation 3. And here's to hoping a possible PS5 launch title, Killzone 4. And then we get to the number 1 spot. Yes, did we expect anyone else? Nathan Drake takes it. The Hollywood star of gaming, video games version of Indiana Jones, the gun skill of Garrus Vakarian. Nathan Drake stole fortunes, artifacts, and $60 from every PlayStation user I think known to man. His games felt like living a movie. Now, I love books because it's like experiencing a new life that is not your own. And I love gaming even more because it's like you're the person in that book experiencing it. Like, actually walking in their footsteps this time. It's the technologically advanced book, if you will. And no one did this better than Nathan Drake in Uncharted. When you think of PlayStation 3 success, Nathan Drake takes the cake. In a world where Xbox exclusives were running rampant over PlayStation exclusives, Nathan Drake was the #1 contender holding it down for you guys. Yes, Killzone, yes, Sackboy, yes, other games, but Nathan Drake was the biggest attraction. I'm going to compare it to this. Say Disney was Xbox in this situation. They have ESPN, they have the rights to Star Wars, they have all... Say they even had the rights to Game of Thrones. They have all the best series, they have everything people like to watch. And then on the other hand, you have something like, well, I don't know who Disney's competitors are, but say there's another company and they don't have anything on the level of Game of Thrones, Star Wars, ESPN, anything. Disney's got that arsenal. But this rival company has Breaking Bad. And that was good enough to make people want to buy it. That one thing stacked against the 5, still good enough to get the sales. And that is what Nathan Drake did. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to a couple guys that didn't quite make the list, that I believe might make the list in the future, and a possible insight to where I think it's going. So shout out Bloodborne guy, you're very creepy. The Aliens in Resistance, you didn't quite stick but you tried. And Yakuza, I've never played you, but I've heard great things about it and I gotta shout you out. I just want to say, in the next 5 years, I believe this list is going to change, especially if that Marvel gaming universe comes together. The PS5 just might be Spider-Man's console. Guys, as I said, I was a huge PlayStation 1 and 2 guy. I got an Xbox 360 strictly for Gears of War, multiple Red Rings of Death, moved back to that PS3. I enjoyed my time with this console, but I never got a PS4, and I know I got something wrong on here, so feel free to let me know what I did get wrong. And most importantly, comment your list. This channel is all about starting video game discussion with the people you know have similar interests. So let the discussion flow. The support means the world to me. I make these videos purely out of passion. Tell a friend, subscribe, like, and be sure to hit the bell because this week we're going to break down the top Nintendo mascots of all time, and then we rank them all. You don't want to miss this one, folks. Till the next one, I'm Bodyhead Productions, and I'm out of here.